No, we wouldn't have. I mean, I think with the overhead conditions and it's probably a little bit more grass than I usually see when I've come to this ground. It has changed in nature from the old days, but there was a little bit, we felt there was going to be a bit on offer for the bowlers, and that little bit of extra support for the bowlers certainly helped. But at the same time, all credit to the Sunrise bowlers, because they hit the lengths that were required on that pitch. Well, the plan was to score as many runs as we can, obviously. We pride ourselves on playing an attacking brand of cricket, and we wanted to do that. I suppose there's always a time when you've got to suck it up a bit and try and absorb it, and maybe we didn't adapt to do that. But at the same time, we like to play positively. Sometimes that works in your favour because it can throw bowlers off their lengths, and on a pitch that's supporting the bowlers, if you can throw them off their lengths, then you can go forward pretty positively. But as I say, fair play to the opposition. They just bowled immaculate lengths. We kind of probably have to, now that we sort of look back at it, we hardly played the mist. What we did was we nicked when there was a good ball that seemed around, we nicked it, and we kind of managed to find fielders when we shouldn't have. So it's a tough one. It almost feels like we didn't play a game, really. That's the bottom line. No, we did get to a point where we sort of said, well, we've got to try and scrap out a total that we can at least, as the saying goes, give ourselves a fighting chance. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But there was a change of strategy. But there were quite a few good balls floating around there as well. So it wasn't that easy for our boys to really put that partnership in place that we were looking for. Thanks for reminding me. Look, our situation, you can't shy away from it. Our situation is not a great one. But the one thing that we do, and I feel the group of characters I've got in the dressing room, they will take it on. We have an incredible opportunity to do something very special. And that's probably win 4 of our last 5 games and then go on to win this competition. If we do that, as a group, we'll be talked about for many years to come. So there's a great opportunity, and hopefully, it can happen. We have some superb players in our lineup. We haven't quite fired to our potential, but if we start firing to our potential, then special things can happen, yeah. It's obviously too early to really be talking about that. This all happened so quickly tonight, and we need to spend a bit of time reflecting. I think we've got a great squad, and we've got a lot of options. And it does become a little bit of a horses for courses type thing, where you've got to play the players that you think are going to perform in the particular conditions. So, no, nothing at this stage. No, I think the fortunate thing for me is that there's some very fine gentlemen in that group, and they've been through a lot of good times and a lot of tough times. And so there are a lot of good messages that come from very experienced people within the group. Confidence is an important thing in cricket, and I suppose realistically we're not as confident as we should be right now, but I think there is a belief within the group that if we start to hit our straps, we can beat anybody in the competition, and that's the general message within the group. They're pretty positive. We'll see when I get back into the rooms a bit later, but I think they'll be looking forward to embracing this challenge of, can we come back from here? Look, it certainly is a ground that our boys enjoy playing on, and hopefully for the Sunrisers, it's more of a challenge going there. I mean, what do I hope to see from our group? Well, obviously to make more than 52 or whatever it was. Was it 52? I think it was. For me, it's just about forgetting about what happened today and moving on and playing good cricket. We've lost a few games in this competition where I've felt we've played pretty good cricket. I've gone home disappointed, then I've rewatched the match, and then I've suddenly thought, hold on, we're actually still playing good cricket. Tonight we didn't play very good cricket. Well, pretty obvious to say that. So disappointing tonight, but if we can get back and play good cricket, and who knows what can be achieved from here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I think we got the better of the conditions. Like I normally say, that there was a southeasterly wind, so I don't know the winds, the directions, but normally say coming from the scoreboard side is a little bit swing. But the way the two front line or opening bowlers set tone in that stage, especially when you have like 2 wickets down the power play, you kind of, or 3 wickets down the power play, you normally lost the game. But coming in, actually the nerves, settle the nerves. Because I know there's something in the wicket. It's more like a test match length bowling today. So it luckily worked for us today, and we explored it. Normally when you take wickets, especially as a seamer point of view, they tend to tell you there's something in the wicket, and I think we try to explore that as for long as possible. And every seamer that came on the bowl make an impact that specific spell that they bowl. And if you look at the game, there was like every over something was happened, or wicket was taken. So yeah, we go for for the seamer's point of view for a little bit longer because there was the ball is snapping and seaming around over the surface, and actually you got the right length and the right balls, if I kind of make it sense. But today it worked out for us. Like guys say, T20 cricket, you don't want to leave the stumps. There's always something happen when you attack the stumps. So if the batter want to make a play, you trying to be always in the game, if that makes sense. But today it worked out for us, and maybe we they could have played better. I feel adapt to conditions, play a little bit, take the innings a little bit longer or a little bit deeper. But we take wickets in clusters and actually slow the game down. Actually, I'm not a psychologist or something like that. I can't actually tell you. But every team or some teams normally as slow starters kind of find your feet, and I think that just was the impact for us not winning the first 2 games. But if you find your feet, you kind of know the condition, kind of get a feel for the conditions and play accordingly. But like you say, if you start from the front foot, you always is positive. But for us now, just to look forward and looking forward to the next couple of games, and hopefully take us deep into the competition. It kind of is, but we're probably gonna face a different scenario, different surfaces, if you can make it sense. The kind of up country is normally a batter's feast, so we have to kind of adapt to the conditions and take it from there. I feel we have to kind of see what the wicket is, and then kind of because up there there's normally flatten out, and it's easier to bat. But I think we have to start what's our strength, and how can I say it? If what worked for us during the couple of games, but the most important part is adapt to the conditions, because you're gonna face different conditions from what we have in PE now. So that's one thing we have to adapt to the conditions. In certain stages of the game, we wanna be better at. For us, the last couple of games was the power play and probably the backhand. What our spinner, especially in PE, to slow the game down. But I think if you normally to go on away games, you kind of win 1 or 2 games. We win 2 now, and I think we probably in a high. But like I said, still stick to your processes and maybe execute.
How would you gauge it?
I think there's always room for improvement. We haven't played 20 overs today, so can't really say where to improve or what to improve on. We normally gauge that on 20 overs. We bowl 12 overs a day and we bowl them out. So I can't really say today because we haven't bowled out the full 20 overs and see where we can improve. But I think nothing will change from today. Maybe the line or the lens will change, but the execution stay the same. Thank you.